Hi. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? What a lovely show we have today. We have a guest that I'm a big fan of because we've done some really fun shows in the past. If some of you may have seen the shows that we did in the past, such as the Morning Roast, the very short lived morning show. I think we did 4 episodes, but always a very fun time, always a little bit out of control, but always a good time. I enjoy it. But before we bring on Daniel Green, the judge, let's talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor is Top Shot Beta Coin, $beta. Go look it up. Get involved. Every day you're seeing interesting challenges on Twitter. The latest one was the challenge, I believe, where if you show that you have completed challenges on Top Shot, you received beta coin for doing so. So we just continue to see people who have been involved and active in NBA Top Shot get rewarded. And what other community are you seeing rewarding the community? Did that make sense? Yes, it did to me. You're not seeing that. So beta is where it's at. If you haven't got involved yet with beta coin, go get involved. Drop the drop.
Beta.
That's right, beta. And we're definitely going to show the handshake video today. That is a no doubter. Maybe we will even show Judgy's modeling pictures. That might happen. I can't guarantee it, but it might happen. And we are just going to have a good old time talking the latest and greatest and catching up with the Judgy. But right now, I see the Judgy disappeared. He's in the back, but his camera is not on. So I am waiting for him to turn his camera back on. Judgy, you're typing in the chat, but I can't see you in the background. So either that's, oh, there he is. All right. So beta coin, what the F is that, says Jules. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit. So let's bring on the Judgy. What intro? I deleted his old intro. So let's just give him the handshake, actually. Why not? Let's play that a few times tonight.
So I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that was awkward. Fist bump. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Just gonna clip that. It's gonna go viral. Jesus Christ. No, I appreciate it. It was weird.
Judgy is here. My eyes don't believe it.
Tandy, welcome. How are you, my friend?
Oh my goodness, Judgy, you sound different.
Tandy, I've aged.
Yes, sir. Oh yes, you look a little older.
Oh, I do.
Mhm.
Tandy, I got to be honest. I'm a busy man. I almost had to cancel. You look like you're wearing lipstick.
Only for you.
Came on the show. Your energy was terrible. I see you're still making all your money based off of the judgy showing my handshakes, playing the
course.
ducks without me. I built you into this
I know.
the corporate machine you are today.
Yep.
A beta, Top Shot beta. My apologies for that very weak lack of energy about your great sponsor and product.
So what about if you could do it for me, Judge? Go. Let's give Top Shot Beta a promo from the judge.
When I wake up, the first thing on my mind is Top Shot Beta. Not about why Top Shot's been in beta for 18 years. No, I think about Top Shot Beta and how they finally have brought in utility that I've been craving for.
There we go. Let's clip that. We're going to use that instead of, I won't even talk anymore. I'll just show that video over and over again.
Embarrassment to Top Shot Beta.
So Judge, I feel like there's probably a lot to catch up on. First of all, your digs look beautiful. I mean, it looks like you've really upgraded. You should look. I think look at that solar exposure.
I am living in Vegas. I have a very lovely condo. I'm very happy to be here. Work is nonstop killing me, but I love it. I'm still at Super Draft. Hopefully we'll talk about a little bit later. I love what I do. Again, sports and gambling. What's better than that? But just very busy. But I live in Vegas now. I love it here. I love being on the West Coast. So can't complain. I'm out of the cult that is known as NFTs that destroyed my life, crippled me, destroyed me, broke me, figuratively, literally. I'm done with you vulgar vultures. Give me giveaways. My life, I don't wake up to thousands of DMs wanting things from me. Now I do from ladies, you know what I mean? But it's a different time, man. But it is wild when you think about, what we went through with NFTs and Top Shot. Holy, it's a lot, man.
But Judge, do you think you'd be at Super Draft if it wasn't for NFTs and Top Shot?
It's a good question. The universe works in mysterious ways, right? So, for those of you that don't know, we built a Top Shot game for Super Draft that Top Shot allegedly promised to pay us to build for them, and then they rugged us on that one. But so to your answer, I don't know. Who knows, right? I don't know.
Okay. Someone was asked about that, actually. Met was asked about that game. So it sounds like that's what happened to the game. You guys were developing it. There was some agreement.
So we met with Top Shot, the higher ups at Top Shot. Now I don't think those people that we talked to are any of them are even still there. And depending on who you want to believe, my boss at the time told me it was a done deal, that they were going to pay us to build a daily fantasy sports type game mode like Fast Break. Basically Fast Break. So we built it, and then they kind of backed out of the deal. Again, I was a part of many conversations with Top Shot about what we wanted to do for them, presentations, decks. We had a lot of meetings. There was one major important call that I was not a part of, where my boss says that top person at Top Shot agreed to a deal. And then based on that, we spent a lot of money building, and Bonfire was, on board building, the game. And then who knows what happened? But safe to say, it did not come to fruition. And at the time was severely disappointing. In retrospect, I remember this was also the time when Top Shot was still and NFTs were still relatively hot, right? So, in retrospect, I'm kind of glad it failed because, I don't know. It's who knows?
But I think
the only thing Top Shot, in my opinion, has done in the last, 48 years has been Fast Break. So, maybe our talks with them, ended up putting them in the right direction in terms of building that product and game mode. So who knows, man? But a lot of what ifs and spilled milk and whatever phrase you want to use.
Spilled milk. Yeah, it's kind of like me taking the duck races. You introduced the duck races, and then I kind of flew with the duck races and made them bigger and better than they ever could have been before. Maybe that's what fast break is.
Erroneous. Honestly, you killed the Ducks. You didn't improve anything. You just stole the idea completely. No improvements. Your commentary is subpar, like you're reading for Top Shot Beta, which is it is great.
Thank you. It's been a long day, I'll admit. I was out. You ever go in a swimming pool and then you get out and then you're like, man, chlorine smells bad.
Oh, well, no. The thing is, I do have a pool here, and like the Vegas heat, it is so hot. The heat is exhausting. So like you think you're like going for a relaxing day, but then you come out of that heat and you're like, all right, yeah, you need a nap.
Yeah. And is that a kitchen island I see in the back corner of your room? Is that an island, a kitchen island? You do a lot of entertaining in that island?
Oh, the entertaining, Tandy. You're not ready for that. You're a married man with 14 kids. I don't even know what's a kitchen island. I don't even know what that is.
Isn't that when the kitchen is open into the living room and there's like a little sort of like a bar? Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see the bar that way? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bar.
You do a lot of entertaining there?
Jesus. Poey pig. You can't say that on Candies. That's not allowed.
Oh my gosh. Poe pig you. That's a very adult commentary that you're including in the chat.
You can't say the E word. No, Boston-based. Who is Boston-based? He's been making fun of me already. Is this Poker Pro Eric's new phrase? He's making fun of me. Boston-based. If there's one thing you need to learn about me, it's I'll come after you. I'll kill you. I'll smoke you. Be careful.
All right. So anyway, to resume and to make a tie it up in a knot here, tie it up in a bow. Where you have been for the last several months is you left behind the NFT world. You've gone balls deep into Super Draft, and are you still building lines and spreads and prop spreads?
I'm the kind of the director of kind of fantasy trading. So yeah, I'm in charge of all of our props, and but now I'm doing a bunch of other stuff as well. Super Draft is still kind of a startup, so we made a bunch of improvements to the platform, and obviously right now it's all about getting ready for NFL. And trying to get users to the platform like Top Shot. You need users, right? Without users, you can't exist. But we made a ton of new users. We've added some sports, added some new features. And so it's been, again, just trying to get that to a place where people will play and we can compete with Underdog and Prize Picks of the world and those big boys,
And what's worked in the last, because it's probably been over a year since we talked about what was going on at Super Draft. What's worked getting new people onto that platform?
Again, the focus for us, right, has just been building it up, making a better product for our users, right? I mean, ultimately, you need, a year ago, if you would have said what distinguishes you from Underdog, Prize Picks, and some of your competitors, it would have been a tough sell for me to say. Now I can say, well, we have jackpot, we have combo props, we have matchup props. We have new bonus engine with all kind of promos and features that we can hit you with. Again, now we're just in a position where we actually have tools that we can, and we can make a case for ourselves why you should play on our site and our platform. Whereas in the past, that was a challenge. So it's actually pretty cool and exciting. And I do plan to do some streams back in the courtroom to kind of let users know some of the good stuff that we have coming for NFL. College football is like, 9 days away? Is that actually right? I think so. So it's, just been really busy I'm exhausted, to be honest. But again, I love it. So it's been all good.
Okay. And what have you been doing when you're not doing Super Draft? He just winked at the camera, everyone.
So what have I been doing? It's a good question. I gotta be honest. I do like to gamble, so I've been gambling a little bit. Baccarat is my game, so I play Baccarat. There's a couple. I'm not gonna name any casinos because some stalkers over here. But there's a few casinos I love to venture into. The nightlife here is pretty nice, Tandy. It's so there's a lot of things. There's never a shortage for things to do. So again, I still work a ton, so don't have a lot of free time, but it's been a delight to be out here.
Wow, that sounds delightful. Have you found
Leave it at
any
that.
more? Have you found any more? Wow, look how happy you are. You got a real pep in your step, Judgy. You look like a changed man.
I'm exhausted, but thank you.
Have you found any more pimp hats? I remember you found a pimp hat one at Vegas when you were there.
I don't think I have any pimp hats around me right now. Um,
So you like to gamble then. You're at your desk working super draft, sweating these lines for fantasy. Then as soon as you get a spare moment, you get downstairs, you get out of the cool, air-conditioned, temperature-regulated apartment with your kitchen island behind you,
mhm.
and you get downstairs and you go to the strip in the blistering heat so that you can go gamble playing
Not
baccarat.
not always. Again, and always if you're going to the strip and you don't need to gamble, right? There's just other things to do, that you can partake in.
What else do you partake in on the strip, Judgy?
Tandy, I mean, these are things that you don't have to worry about. You're a married man, and I don't, again, I will say Vegas, man, great food out here. Like, just there's some really cool spots off the strip. That are, again, some just really, again, it's kind of it's a really, so far it's been a really just really fun. I've been out here about a year, and every day I'm still finding new spots and trying to meet some new people. But overall it's been a lot of fun. So but obviously I work a lot, and so that takes the majority of my time. But I mean, the difference is, again, like, doing my job. The difference was in New York, where I was living before, your day wouldn't end until the last NBA game is 10:30 Eastern, so it's 1 o'clock Eastern. So I'd be eating dinner, 1:30. I'd be up till 2, posting for the next day. I'd be up till 2, 3, 4, and then that's where that was like when we were streaming every day, right, chat? And we were, streaming was a lot of fun. I loved it. I loved when I was live. But the rest of it, like, my schedule got all out of whack. My eating habits, right? Working out, the stress, the grind of it really got to me. And the same thing was happening with my current job. Now getting on the West Coast, at least my night can end, 8 o'clock, which is somewhat reasonable. I still can get a dinner, get a drink, go on a date if I want to, go out a little bit, and have a little bit of downtime. Whereas on the East Coast, that wasn't possible. So.
Mm. Mm. Is it hard meeting lovely ladies in Vegas that are just?
I gotta tell you something, man.
Down to earth.
Hell. You thought, like, I was like, I lived in New York for a long time, right? And how different can dating be in Vegas than New York, right? I mean, it's a big city. It's out here. Women are very transactional out here. The
women are transactional. Is that what you just said?
Transactional. Like, they are very focused on what they are looking for. So, yeah, is it hard to meet a regular girl out here? Absolutely, yes. Especially where I live, which on like towards the end of the strip. Yeah, you got, like, it's a challenge for sure.
So I thought you were going a different direction with that transactional adjective.
No, women, I like there's very upfront, like, like, very blunt even. Like, you're like, really, that's what you? Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty, and it's interesting.
Boston Base hit us with a sticker. Thank you, Boston Base. Ice cream so good, Boston Base. Strong woman. Judgy, can you give him an ice cream so good?
What does he want?
He wants you to say ice cream so good.
No.
All right, moving right along. Cool.
Unless do you want me to say it? If you want me to, I'll do it.
Sure, say ice cream so good, Judge.
Chat, is this a trick? Mets, you can't say that. You can't say the P word. Met, what's happened to your chat, Tandy, man?
I don't know. You come on the show and
you guys believe Tandy still does these shows? What the fuck is he talking about every week? He looks exhausted. Is this the energy he's bringing you normally?
I am tired, but it's not because of anything other than the fact that my son's birthday was yesterday.
Before the show, Tandy said he hates you guys. He was talking before the show. He's like, chat sucks. Like, it's just, they're miserable. I don't know why I do this. And I was like, yeah, what do you talk about?
This is not true. If you were a loyal viewer, if you were a loyal only Tan judge, then you would know what we talk about. We talk about a whole bunch of things. We talk about what's going on in the NBA. We talk about NBA Top Shot. And we also like to talk about a lot of tangentials. We talk about the Olympics, for example. We talked about the Olympics. We talked about trans ducks. We talked
This is the
about
guy you come to for Olympic news, the Tandy man.
exactly.
You're
Yes.
hanging out gymnastics.
Hmm.
Oh, Mets is off the rails in the chat, Tandy. I can't. This is unbelievable.
I know. Mets might have to get a timeout. Should we give him a timeout?
It's up to you. This is your chat, Tandy man.
But anyways, Judgy, the chat definitely is here to talk NBA Top Shot. Now, I know that. Are you still buying anything on Top Shot?
I gotta be honest, Tandy.
Are you still being transactional? Are you a transactional lady?
I am still a moron, and as much as I would love to come on here and say I do not buying Top Shot, it's still other day. I think I found myself buying some rip picks or packs of crap where I buy and instantly regret, and then see how Top Shot every day. Top Shot still finds a way to slap me in the face, whether it's some stupid leaderboard where only Elxo, I love you, but Elxo will win again, or MBL, the same burning leaderboards that they've done. They just copy and paste for 17 years that no one likes or wants to do anymore. Where, let's do a Tatum leaderboard, but no Tatum fans will win. It will just be the same 25 early adopters because we're idiots. And we have the creative, thinking ability of a 4-year-old. So yeah, I still occasionally will buy some packs. I did the trade ticket thing the other day, trading in 25 trade tickets to get more crap moments. Where I did get 2 LaMarcus Aldridge run it back rares. That was exciting, guys. Is there any more player in the history of the basketball that was more boring than LaMarcus Aldridge hitting a 15-footer from the side, banking it off the backboard? I got out of all the packs I bought, the trade tickets, and I had a lot of trade tickets. That's what I got. 2 LaMarcus Aldridge run it backs. First of all, he already had moments on Top Shot. Why do we have run it backs of LaMarcus Aldridge? Like, just that whole drop I thought was embarrassing as well. But sadly, do I buy as much as I used to? No. Have I spent like big money? No. But do I still buy and fall for some of their stupid packs? Yeah, because I'm a degenerate and I still, I still am obviously heavily invested. I still hope it succeeds, right? But do I have any confidence about where the product is? Am I still incredibly frustrated about what the team has done? Am I still dumbfounded how the inability to get new users? All the same stuff that we've been talking about for years. The answer to that is I'm still incredibly, yes, frustration and bummed out about a lot of it, but, I still dabble occasionally.
Yeah, there's something about Top Shot. Even if you're feeling sour on Top Shot, you still find yourself coming back.
I still think fundamentally it's a great idea and product. Like, I love basketball. It's my favorite thing in life. It's my passion. And
oh, he's getting something out. He's reaching into a drawer.
What is this? I mean, who cares? I want a fucking cardboard. Top Shot is so much cooler than this shit. Like, so I still believe. I got a Leonard Miller. Cool. Like, this is shit too. So, I still believe in the concept. It just frustrates me that Top Shot is so, again, the whole how NFT rug all of us, with all these crappy bullshit projects and scam artists, and how Top Shot is still lumped into that. And they've been completely unable to get anyone excited about their product new. It's all the same people, from 4 years ago.
What about the way that they've changed some of the things they've done? For example, how they treated the rookies.
Won't rip the Leonard.
There you go. He just ripped the Leonard. Boston Bay said he wouldn't rip it, and he just ripped it.
Christ, won't rip the Leonard.
What about the way they treated rookies, though, Judgy? Are you seeing like some things that are being done a little differently moving forward that's giving you a little bit of hope, a little optimism?
No. The fuck have they done with rookies?
I mean, like how they handled the Wemby draft class, how you had to like craft to move up from the common to the rare to the legendary. So they kept rookies relatively scarce, I'd say, in the last series.
No, I don't care less.
Okay.
No.
Okay, just checking. But you are still
the only thing that I have been a fan of. I do enjoy Fast Break. I do play that.
Right.
Like I love DFS. I love daily fantasy sports. Obviously, I work for a company that has daily fantasy sports. So Fast Break is great. We talked about for how long utility, right? It's really the only way that I have utility with my moments. And that's
You
why,
know, it's
again,
another. You know, it's
I
another
wanna-
way to get some utility with your moments.
Beta.
That's right. Beta is a good way to get utility with your moments. If you don't know about our sponsor, Beta, that's right, everybody.
Candy,
Had to-
you got to
I
come
had
to
to pick up
Vegas
the
and visit
energy a
me.
little.
'Cause you look stressed. You look tired. I
I
talked to your
am
wife
tired.
last night.
Oh
She's
boy.
not happy about what's going on. You got to come out here. Bring the family. You can. We'll relax. We'll cuddle each other. We'll
Mhm.
talk beta.
Yeah, we'll talk Beta. All right. So you're not too excited about what's going on lately, but you like Fast Break. I
Do
agree. Fast Break is like my favorite thing on the platform.
Yeah.
Um, and as someone, you work for Superdraft, so you understand the UI and the UX and just how easy it is to sort of get absorbed into a game. I think Fast Break does that on an unbelievable level. It's so simple. It's easy to understand. The colors change when you win. It's just cool. I love it. That to me I think that's the biggest growth. What would the word be? Like the biggest growth potential of Top Shot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, daily fantasy sports. It's a niche group. It has a finite reach. I do think for the people that like it, they love it. They do love it, though. I think we have to think bigger, though, and I think again we have to get new people excited about the platform. That will appease people already on Top Shot, right? But again, they've shown zero ability to figure out a way to get anyone else interested. Like the fact that we have less users now than we did 4 years ago. I don't know how that's possible, right? Their presence seems to be diminishing. For instance, at Summer League, it was each year they go down as a presence, and so I'm not again. I don't really. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what their plans are. If they may think they're doing a great job, right? Because they are still selling out their packs, right? So they look. They still are probably the best product in the NFT space, and but I think it's just all of us have had to reset our expectations, right? And look, a lot of it was just our expectations were unrealistic given the how COVID made all of our minds go crazy, and we thought NFTs were this the next big great best thing in the world, and a lot of it was completely just an effing scam. We just got rugged and scammed by a lot of people that were greedy, wanted to make money, weren't in this space for the right reasons, and it's a bummer. It's unfortunate. So it's yeah.
But as you've seen how difficult it can be, even when you have a really cool product, to bring in tons of new users.
Hold on, who's Aaron Barland? Who are you?
Aaron Borland. Oh, I guess he said, "Why would anyone listen to what the fudge? What the fudge? He called you the fudge."
And you know what? Leave. Get out. This is one thing I don't understand about people, right?
Yeah.
People love just to spend their time creating drama, bitching, moaning. Like why would you want to listen to what I have to say? I don't know. But if you don't, get the fuck out of here. Like, do something with your life that makes you happy, man. Like, this is the same thing with dating, women, family. Don't let people in your life that are going to try to bring you down. Bring people in that are going to add value, that are going to enrich you. And you, sir, do not seem like one of those people. So get the hell out of here and go do something with your life that you want to do, right? Rather than coming here, trying to be a Debbie Downer. What's the point? Does that make you happy? Maybe. Then you're just a miserable, awful person. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I guess you and Aaron can take it in a private evaluate
I will never
chat.
think about him again. But I just find it interesting. I just find it interesting in all facets of life that there's so many people like that, right? And the one thing that I have done since Top Shot, I cut all those fucking people out. Don't care about you, right? What I care about is the Tandy Man. People who are going to, actually want to see you succeed and want to, are helpful and encouraging. All the negativity in life, that you see is across every aspect of life and social media. All that stuff is nonsense,
Well, that's very emotionally mature of you, Judge.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Um, hmm. So, Judgy, bringing it back to NBA Top Shot for a second. So, for the run it back drops, as you know, these are a lot of drops this summer. Run it back. It sounds like you're not too excited about LaMarcus Aldridge, but were there other players that you were excited for? Did you get?
I thought they chose some horrible players. I mean, who was like the if look, if you're highlighting Jamal Crawford as one of your top, I mean, look, he was a fun, he's a cool one-on-one player, right? Played for 20 years, like a lot big, obviously talented guy. But if that's one of the names leading your drop, if they're leading the drop with Kirk Heinrich, I mean, again, why do LaMarcus Aldridge already had a bunch of moments? Why are we doing run it backs for players we already have? I just thought the selection was not ideal. I was not a fan. Mike Miller, like that's what I like. We nice player, right? But would we want him to be a feature of the drop? Like, I don't know. So I was not moved and impressed in any way, shape, or form.
So that's fair, but are there some players that you are excited for? For example, like if you see the Dennis Rodman legendary, or if
Yeah,
you
can I
see,
make that's a good point, Mets. Sorry, Mets.
yeah,
I do like Top Shot. A lot of people I think did not do their jobs well. I do think one of the people who did their jobs very well was Austin at selecting the moments, and I was surprised when I found out they let him go. Like if there's one guy, and again, a basketball guy, loved hoops, was super passionate. Again, I thought that was now again maybe something behind the scenes happened. We don't know the whole story, right? But I was bummed out to see Austin left, right? That guy again. He knew players, he knew basketball. I thought he was in Top Shot for the right reasons. So I will say that was a bummer, in my opinion.
what I felt that was a bummer about that too is just that the YouTube video that Austin did, which was when he interviewed Larry Bird, that was probably one of the best content pieces that Top Shot had ever done. And when that, I know I've said this in the past, but when that happened, I was like, oh, maybe this is where they could go. This is a direction they could go, give us access to like legends that we've never seen before. So that definitely was a bummer. I would agree with you there. Obviously, I don't know all the reasonings or behind the scenes.
We don't know. I mean, obviously there could be a lot of reasons. Maybe he wanted to leave, right? Who knows why he's no longer with them. But I will say that I think that's a loss for Top Shot. So and again, it goes back to the same thing from 4 years ago. Who's in charge of Top Shot now? Does anyone know? I don't know. I mean, who's running the ship?
That's a good question. I don't know the exact people. I think people, yeah, I don't know. But at the same time, like, do you ever wonder like why that's so important? I mean, just to play devil's advocate, like, do you need to know who's running, let's say, Panini or Topps?
I do think you need an advocate for your product. I think you need a voice.
That's fair.
Right. I think you need someone, again, like we talked about this 4 years ago. You need someone who's communicating to the people and getting them excited. And then, you need a face for most products. Right. So I think it's kind of important a little bit. I mean,
yeah, no, that part is definitely important. I don't disagree with you there. I think especially if it's a Web3 product and you have a bunch of people on the timeline that are all like interacting all the time about it, it's good to have a voice coming from the product to be able to
engage. I mean, obviously like it was Jacob for a long time, right? Then Janie was out there in the streets, and maybe that's why after that they were like no more faces after the Janie thing. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, look, ultimately, I hope it succeeds. I'm obviously rooting for them. I'm heavily invested, and we'll see. Again, they're still they are still plugging along, right? They're still selling out packs. People, we still do have a diehard base that loves the product. I still, again, in theory, think it's a really cool product. I genuinely do. So, but it's just hard to get excited about it at this moment, right?
Why do you think so many people get excited about cardboard that you just ripped? I mean, right now is the Fanatics Fest, for example.
Honestly, this is I don't understand myself. I don't know why. Like, what is exciting? Now, this I will not rip. That's a Giannis, even though that's worth nothing. That's my boy.
I think you should just rip it.
Candy.
Sorry, you got into sneakers now?
Yeah. I actually bought Tatum's. I hate Tatum with such a passion, but I bought Morant's. I bought a few pairs of Jordans. Like I've got, again, as a man, women get to dress up all this, they can wear all kinds of things, right? As a man, we don't have many things, right? So watches and sneakers, that's where it's at, fellas. And a watch is not about telling time. I stole this from Shannon Sharp. A watch is about letting people know how valuable your time is. God
Exactly.
damn it. That's the truth. Shoes and watches. As a man,
right,
that's what you do.
So now we want to see some things, Judge. Show us your watches and shoes.
But why do people like this shit? Like, this is the dumbest. Like, Top Shot is so much cooler than this. And yet Top Shot's been unable to convince anyone of that. Right? Like, let's say I had a great card there.
Yeah.
I gotta ship it out somewhere to get it graded and put it in 7 different sleeves. And I wear gloves, and like, it's just the stupidest process. And yet Top Shot, we have not figured out a way to sell people on the concept of digital collecting, right? And that's what it is.
Well, let's reverse engineer this for a second. You got that pack, right? You got that pack of those crappy physical cards because you were hoping to get some kind of one of one.
A Wemby. I wanted a Wemby.
Right. You wanted a Wemby.
Wanted Wemby, goddamn it. I couldn't afford a Wemby on Top Shot. I said, I'm not spending $300 on Top Shot for a Wemby, which, by the way, I'm probably going to because for Fast Break, we need him, guys. You need Wemby. He blocks the blocks and steals. Like, you need him for the blocks and steals one. I lost every year on that one. He does everything.
Well, 2 things about that. Number 1, you can go to my previous sponsor, Floaty. Floaty, we miss you, and you can rent Wemby for like $1 or $2.
I don't rent, Tandy. I buy. I'm a buyer. I don't rent.
Okay. But the other thing too is I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in this next season with Wembys, because they're obviously going to release more Wembys. They're not going to stop releasing.
That's what I'm waiting for. When they release more, the price rookies go down, and then that's when I buy.
Right. Because ideally you'd have a platform where there's enough people collecting that stuff wouldn't change too much, where like the gamification and the collectability were both at like good, strong levels. But obviously this goes back to
maybe Floaty wouldn't have pulled their sponsorship if you would have been a little more energetic. This is the problem that you're having, when you let off the data,
maybe.
Let's try right now. Floaty. When I wake up in the morning, holy shit, I think about one thing. I think about floating in space. No, I think about floating on Floaty. I think about getting Top Shot moments for cheap. I think about renting, raving, ranting, and I think about Floaty. And I'm on the site within seconds. Don't. I'm not done, Tandy. I'm buying, I'm grooving, I'm renting, I'm trading, I'm completing challenges, leaderboards. I'm everywhere I am. And you know the reason why? Floaty. Yeah. That's how you do it.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
No, I think there's a chance that Floaty might come back to my loving arms when
I don't think so, Tandy.
When the season starts back up.
NBL reached out to me before the show, and he's like, "Holy shit, we tried to." The Tandy man, he just doesn't have the same gusto anymore ever since you left him.
Yeah. Well, again, I'll clip that and just use that from now on as well.
Oh, that's your MO. You just steal all my content.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, yeah. So I anticipate there's probably going to be more Wemby, so I would just wait for those new Wembys.
How's your love life lately, Tandy? Is you and the wife? Is the things going okay?
Oh yes, just hot and heavy.
You got 2 kids now?
2 kids, 2 non-negotiable proof of intercourse.
Is the mistress okay with things as well, or she's
the mistress? Well, she's a little upset about my family, and she's always trying to pull me. She's trying to pull me away from my family, but I tell her that I just can't. I'm a family man, and mistresses are called mistresses for a reason.
Let me tell you this, chat. So one day, I'm texting with Tandy, and what he did for 2 hours straight. This shows you how much he loves his kids. He was just staring at one of his kids. He was laying in bed next to his kid, just staring at him.
It's not true.
And I was like, Tandy, this is just what you do with your life now? And he's like, yeah, this is what I do. He's just staring at his kid for 2 hours straight, chat. Is this common what parents do? I don't know. I'm not a father. I have a dog. I love the bailiff, as you know. But that's 2 hours I could have done something. Something I don't know.
Mhm.
That's the Tandy does.
Yeah, not exactly, but a little bit of a miscommunication. I think I told you that my son was sleeping
Hmm.
and I was lying next to him, making sure that he fell asleep. I was not
That's a
staring
loving,
at
that's a
him.
doting father. I love it. You're
Yeah.
a family
Well,
man.
yep, I am a family man. Mistress is
I
not happy
aspire
with
to
it.
be you. I aspire to be you one day.
Mhm.
Banana,
Um,
Candy, Banana wants you to know he's here.
the banana is actually a female. It's probably our only female attendant at the moment.
How do you do? Also, Banana, I love the fact I love. It is funny now that people still have NFTs as their profile pictures, right? Like, so Banana, you have I don't know what that one is. What is
A
that?
koala looks like a koala to
The
me.
chubby Hooper has is that an on the moment one? That's a Ballers. Remember Ballers?
It's not a
God, you don't remember.
ballers.
What happened to First Mint? Are
Oh,
they
this is
still
a
around?
ballers. First mint. Um, I think First Mint. I don't know what they're doing actually. They're not making content as far as I know. I think LG was writing about those like farming and pooling, and that stuff's a little too. It's a little challenging for me
Hold
to
on.
be honest.
OTM's not out of business, are they?
They're not out of business, but they pulled their fantasy product just now.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Mets, you said that, not me. I want it known for the record. I did not say that. That was Mets coming in hot. LG hates Dapper. Was LG working for Dapper?
I know he interviewed Roham once in the denim outfit.
Well, I know they had a connect. They had, they worked together, but wow, 10 likes. That's embarrassing. Jesus, Tandy, this is what we were down to. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like, how many people are watching this?
We got 34 live viewers, but
Isn't that embarrassing, Tandy? Don't you feel shame? I feel shame.
well, with replays, with this episode we'll should get 200 or so, I think, with replays.
That's it?
That's
Tandy,
it.
don't we deserve millions watching us? By the way, last night I was out at a casino. I'm not going to name. There was this little girl there. That sounds bad. There was this girl who came, looked very young. I'm like, Jesus Christ, get this little kid out of here. And then someone said to me, no, that girl's famous on social media. She has millions of followers. She jumps in front of cars and shit. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then we looked. She had 3.4 million followers. And she, does stunts like that. And I'm like, yeah, this is who we make rich in society, while Tandy grinds every week for you, chat, and you give him 30 views. Now, she was super attractive once I got a closer look. She was very lovely, but,
I mean, that story started a little creepily, but I'm glad that it ended okay. Anyway, Zakarian's here. Look at what Zakarian's up to, Judgy. Look, that's different, right?
Where's Zakarian? Is Team Hold still around? What's going on with Zakarian?
It says Elite Fantasy Hoops.
Now he's Elite Fantasy Hoops?
Mm-hmm.
Remember back in the day, we had fucking Team Hold, we had OTM, we had Bonfire, we had fucking Tandy, we had Own the Moment Ranks. What happened to Moment Ranks?
That's a good question. Didn't Moment Ranks change to evaluate?
I don't know.
Isn't that what happened? Yeah, Moment
I
Ranks.
do like So Rare. I will say I'm in the So Rare streets, mother effers. I'm there, baby. And I play that. I love it. I play the MLB one. I'm doing right now. Let me tell you something. That's what I said. I said, can I jump in first down? She was agile. So I'm older. I can't jump in front of cars. But if you can, she had 3.4 million viewers. Now again, you probably don't look as good as she does. And she had certain assets that you probably don't have.
I don't. It's true.
No, not
though.
you. Top Shot, Hot Shot.
No, he doesn't have them. Neither do I. Neither do you.
See, but I do think this is part of the problem, Tandy. Right? Like, look, all of the stuff that was helping support Top Shot is gone. Right? Team Hold. Well, I guess Zakarian said they're still around, but like Moment Ranks gone. On the Moment now faltering. First Minute, which we say whatever you want about them, but they brought content. They're gone. So, and this is one thing I will say. Oh my God, it's not a boss babe. It's a boss beauty. And sadly, I still have like 4 of them. I was in a cult. All right. I was in my mind. COVID did something to my mind that made me come on shows and say, I believe in this product. I mean, I fell for it. What else can I say? I was an idiot. I was not smart. My heart was in the right place. I wanted to believe in certain products and I wanted to believe in the space. And I was wrong. I was just dead wrong. I truly was. The space, it was filled with so many greedy, awful humans. And I think the people that were genuinely trying to make it overpowered all of the kind of the few projects that were actually in it for the right reasons. And it's a shame, but I don't really, that's why I don't really know how the space recovers, to be honest.
Well, in that sense, I think that Top Shot actually looks more legitimate than almost any other project. I mean, you have so
It
rare.
does. It did like withstand, right? That's what I mean. Out of the ones left, Top Shot's still selling out packs. But that's also why we said why we liked that product all along. And we said the word NFT did not, when I found Top Shot, NFT didn't mean a fucking thing to me. It wasn't about an NFT. It was about, instead of this crap, Benedict Mathurin, by the way, awful year. What happened to him? Like, yeah, he actually was okay a little bit. Pacers were good. Like, this is Top Shot, digital collecting. That should be the future, right? Not this awful thing. So that's what excited us, at least me as an NBA guy. It wasn't that it was an NFT on the blockchain. I didn't care about any of that. I cared about I could use a credit card. I could buy easily. And it was a really it was an innovative product, you know, bringing me back to my youth when I collected cards.
That's exactly what I would say. That's why when you felt all excited about it and it really resonated with you, that's what I would say too. When the first time I opened a pack, I was 7 years old again, sitting on my rug in my bedroom, opening packs again, opening physical packs, hoping to hit a Michael Jordan. Like that's what it was again. So
right, exactly.
That means something, I think.
It does. And that's why I still think the product is great. Like, even with all the shit we're talking about here, and they fumbled, but that's why all along I didn't want them to even call it NFTs. It was digital collecting. That's what it was, right?
Yeah. Alexa wants a supply drop, so let's give it to him.
What is it?
There you go, Alexo. Dap Insider is asking for talk about the last NBA drop. What was that? What's he talking about? The run it back drop? It must be.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I'm not a fan. Again, look, if you're highlighting the drop by talking about Jamal Crawford, Mike Miller, and Kirk Heinrich, and LaMarcus, and I get LaMarcus Aldridge rares, I'm out. Right?
What about a Grant Hill? It's gonna be a challenge reward. Grant Hill. It's gonna be a legendary, but it's gonna be a Grant Hill. Grant Hill's one of the greatest players.
But who's going to complete who's going to buy? You got to buy 8 LaMarcus Aldridges to get the Grant Hill. Like, no, give me a drop with fucking players that are exciting. Don't give me a drop also with players that you already have Series 1 moments on. Right? They're just, again, I wasn't a fan of it. I thought the.
But don't you think they're neat? But Judgy, at the same time though, if you're looking at physical packs, just to play devil's advocate again, there's going to be some winners. There's going to be some losers. You know,
yeah.
So like LaMarcus Aldridge in a pack, maybe that's your loser. But you know, you're hoping to get something else the same way that
who's the winner then? Who was the winner?
Well, I think maybe there were some origins perhaps because you bought the rare packs, right? So what was the top origin?
No, I didn't buy a rare pack. Kidding me? I'm not spending $100 on a rare pack to get a LaMarcus Aldridge.
So then if you're talking about anything in that drop, I guess the winner was like the Dennis Rodman legendary, let's say.
Okay. Fair.
Right?
Does that excite you guys?
But how is that so different from you trying to rip a Wemby out of a physical card pack?
Well, Wemby's going to be an all-time great, and Dennis Rodman is a lunatic who likes North Korea. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I know, but you see what I'm trying to say? It's like every pack's going to have.
No. That is absolutely part of it, right? Again, the vast majority of what you get will be a trade ticket, will not be something great. But also, I would have liked a few better options than Kirk Heinrich and LaMarcus Aldridge, and like I just didn't think there were enough quality players in that drop that I would have been excited about.
All right. Well, I think my point is
just because you're a huge Mike Miller fan, Tandy man. Look,
yeah,
when he hit the 3 without his shoe in the finals, it's a cool moment, right?
Yeah.
But Mike Miller.
No, I mean, listen, if you're an NBA historian, there's going to be players that some people might not think are that special, but if you know what they did in their careers or certain games, that might mean something to you. Like Donyell Marshall, I think there's going to be certain names that you might say, well, why is that person getting this kind of a moment? And it might be because they had one game where they just played their ass off, and
Hold
the
on.
real NBA fans won it.
Hold on. Who's Megan? By the way, I got 6 minutes left. I have a meeting in 6 minutes. Who's Megan though?
I don't
miss
know
her
who
too.
this guy's
Bobby.
talking about. Bobby's saying, I miss Megan.
Let's get her back. What can we do? How can we help you get Megan back? Bobby stolen funds. Maybe you shouldn't have stolen the funds.
Yeah, he says, I miss Jedi.
Yeah, I miss Jedi too.
Alexa says there's still 5 more run it back drops, MJ and Kobe.
Yeah, look, I do wonder how long. Well, I don't know if Jordan will ever let them do Jordan. Look, I do think that will be a great litmus test, though, right? Kobe, they'll do Kobe before Jordan if Vanessa signs off on that one. That would get people excited, right? I'm not a Kobe fan, but
you're not a Kobe fan.
No.
How are you not a Kobe fan? Why? What's wrong with
Kobe?
Kobe?
I was never a Kobe guy. I thought he was always an overrated player, and I thought, again, his death was so tragic and awful.
Well, that's without saying. But why were you not a fan of?
I do think since his death, it's kind of changed history on how.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, he single-handedly won a couple of those championships with who's on his team.
Shaq won him 3 titles. So
right, but then when he beat the Celtics, that team was not that.
When he went 5 for 28 in Game 7.
Well, sure, whatever, but still, he won it with who? Ron Artest. I mean, I guess Paul Gasol was on his team.
Look, don't get me wrong. Kobe was great, right? He's not top 10 all time. He's not better than guys like Duncan. He was so super inefficient. He, not to mention off the court stuff. I just think we eulogize him a lot more based on how he passed, which I understand. But again, I just was never a huge Kobe guy.
All right, that's a pretty spicy take. I think Kobe's top 10, but hey, this is for spicy takes, so why not?
I don't even think it's that spicy of a take, but maybe it's become that way.
I mean, it's hard though, because you can always sort of break it down in certain different ways. Like Tim Duncan was an all-time great. You could probably make an argument for Tim Duncan. You could probably make an argument for a lot of different players.
Yeah. Again, you can make an argument for Kobe. I was never was a huge Kobe fan. Obviously, great player, but I just thought, again, not for me. Very inefficient, shooting 40% from the field all the time. Took awful shots. Didn't think he was a good team player. But
so people are telling me that some new moments are being displayed. So maybe we can see that. Let's see if that works. Can we see that? He said it's on Moment Mob. You can
Jokic. You can't do Jokic yet. He's got the next few years will determine Giannis, Jokic, guys like that. Hold on. Just got big WNBA news for tonight. Holy shit! Hold on. That's massive news.
Massive WNBA news. Here it
massive
comes.
WNBA news. Hold on, let me deal. I'm working. That's what I mean, Channing. I got work to do.
All right, go ahead. We'll wait for you.
Holy, Shanity Carter just got ruled out tonight.
Okay. Well, we have some giveaways while Judge is looking up Shanity Carter. Let's do some quacking in the chat, or you can write what you had for lunch. We're going to give away a couple of rares today. We're going to give away a Jeremy Grant rare, and we are going to give away a Jason Tatum rare. Those are both very useful for fast break, which Judge likes, and I also like. And we will be enjoying season 2 officially of NBA Fast Break on NBA Top Shot. And with a Jeremy Grant or a Jason Tatum in your lineup, you have a great chance of having a wonderful evening, maybe even a better evening than Judge at the Baccarat table, followed by a transactional lady.
I'm not a bad streak lately. I will say that. Holy, when it goes wrong for you, holy hell, this place can seem pretty evil.
When it goes wrong for you, Judge, do you chase the losses or do you leave?
I mean, living here, I'm usually very disciplined, but occasionally, you have momentary lapses, and you only need 1 or 2 of those, and suddenly, you have a lot of regrets.
Is that something you've done? You've learned from that? Are you doubling down and then doing shit?
Well, again, you don't double down in baccarat, but that's a blackjack term. I will say
Well, you double your wager, no?
the beautiful thing about Vegas, like
Mm.
in life, we get smarter, wiser. We learn from our mistakes, right? We learn from our Top Shot. I did everything wrong there. You learn, right? You mature. When it comes to gambling, we learn nothing, right? We don't learn a damn thing. You just continue to play, even though you know it's stupid. You know you're going to lose in the long run. You do it. It's the one area of life that we, or at least I, never learn, and I love it. Like last night, I got crushed, and what I learned? The dealer never played with a white male. It was the white male's fault. That was on me. So yeah.
I always thought it was the Asian lady that you had to stay away from. The blackjack Asian
Everyone,
ladies.
then you wouldn't be able to play.
Oh, I see. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. All right, I really do have to go. I have a meeting. I have a call. This honestly, Tandy, my Top Shot name is the judge. Tandy, we have to do this again. But it got Tandy makes me come here on Thursday. I have work. Can't we do this on a weekend, Tandy?
Nope. Nope. Family man.
Chat. Hopefully, Tandy, we can do this again soon. In all seriousness, I do miss you. I'm glad that you're still streaming. And we'll bring you back soon. I'll do a stream. I'll bring you on, and hopefully, Top Shot will be back.
It will. All right, Judgy, go to your meeting. We'll do the giveaways next.
Thanks, chat. Sorry it was so short. Care. You guys know me, Tandy. 1 hour. Not enough time. I
know. All right, we'll let him go. All right, bye, Judge. Well, there's Judge. We'll give him a handshake again, and then we will we'll do our giveaways, and we can give away a couple of these rares, and we will enjoy it.
So, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that was awkward. Fist bump. Don't clip that. Chat's gonna clip that. It's gonna go viral. Jesus Christ. No, I appreciate it. It was weird.
Oh, yes. The favorite video, perhaps some people's favorite video. Alexa actually had a really good idea, was to do a video drop bracket, and we can decide what is the best video. But anyways, let's without further ado, let's give away these moments. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the wheel of names for the Jeremy Grant, and then we'll do a duck race for the Jason Tatum. So let's see who wins the Jeremy Grant. Here we go. And by being here, by the way, you got triple entries. And if you were on Twitter, you got 1. So it's always pays to be here. Muffin Man has won the Jeremy Grant. Muffin Man, put your Top Shot username in the chat. So congratulations to you, Muffin Man. And then let's get those duckies in a row. So please quack in the chat again if you have not, or just type anything basically in the chat. And then the Nightbot will pick you up and we can get that duck race going. So, and also please like the stream if you haven't. That was, I think, 31 people in the chat for that giveaway just now. So let's get those likes up to at least, like, I don't know, 25 at least. So get those likes up. And if you haven't said anything in the chat in the last like 15 minutes or so, then get your text in the chat and we will do the duck race. So let's get that duck race going. And did Muffin Man give me his username? Looking up. Where's Muffin Man? I don't see Muffin Man. He may have gotten here and left and won anyway. So Muffin Man, if that's true, then congratulations. And I hope you give me your username. Otherwise, we'll have to give that away like next week or something like that. And again, these moment giveaways are thanks to our sponsor, Top Shot Beta Coin. No affiliation officially to NBA Top Shot. No affiliation, but a wonderful, wonderful community-based utility coin. So we have 30 ducks, it looks like. 30 ducks. Make sure you have liked the stream, please. Let's see those likes going higher. And we will get the names in the duck list. Here we go. Okay, 30 ducks. And let me double check that that's all we got. Yes, 30. Okay. So we are going to share the duck race and we are going to see who wins the Jason Tatum. But if Mets wins the Jason Tatum, then it's going to be a problem because Mets is Jason Tatum's #1 hater. So let's shuffle the duckies. Shuffle once, shuffle twice, shuffle 3 times. And let's see how this goes. Here we go, everybody. Who is going to win the Jason Tatum rare? On your mark, get set, go. And away we go. Who's in the front right now? Looks like Alexo is in the front. Early lead. That's probably not good news for Alexo to be in the front, but he does have a very cool Batman outfit on. I'll give him that much. Here comes Mike G, though. Mike G is now in front by a beak, but no, Scully now takes the lead by a beak. And now it looks like Alexo, Scully, and Mike G are all beak to beak. They are pretty much all vying for first place, but Muffin Man is actually making some ground. Will Muffin Man win again? That would actually be a problem. I'd probably give it to second place if that happened because I think that's only fair. Muffin Man remains in first place, though, by about half of a ducky length, but Black History is right behind him. Although here comes King Crimson. Looks like King Crimson is turning on the afterburners. Black History gets rugged. King Crimson is in front, but so is Baudouin. And Baudouin, out of nowhere, Baudouin with the win. Baudouin wins the Jason Tatum rare. Will Baudouin floor it and get the F out? Probably. But Baudouin, get your username in the chat. And congratulations to you, Baudouin, another Dutch winner. We have had Dutch winners in the past, and now we have Dutch winner again. So let's see. Baudouin wins the Jason Tatum rare. A wonderful moment for Fast Break. If you hate Tatum, if you love Tatum, either way, it's a great win. Congratulations for Baudouin. I guess that's it, everybody. I'll admit I'm very tired. Yesterday was my son's birthday, and we took him. We spent the day at a hotel with a big old swimming pool, and I was just chasing him around the swimming pool, and he was going on the trampoline. It was the whole day, fun and pool and sunshine and such. And so I am definitely pretty tired at this point, but I will reject the idea that there was low energy. I am not a Jeb Bush. I'm not a low energy man, but I am a little tired. I'll be honest. Black History, that was very close. You got rugged. You got rugged, unfortunately, I should say. Bobby says Trans Duck. Did a Trans Duck win this one? If so, Twitter is going to be in an uproar. And Noam, it's good to see you as well. And yeah, that's what I got, everybody. That's the show. I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed having Judgy back on. I hope Judgy comes back on again. I think he's an entertaining guest. So we had a lot of good times, Judgy and I, in the past, and it's fun. I just like kind of trolling Judge. I know some of you don't like him, and that kind of makes it more fun for me. Okay, game over, says Boston Based. And Nightbot says, Boston Based, who the heck are you? My evil twin? I don't get that. Anyways, let's just say thank you once again for the moments. Thank you to Top Shot Beta Coin. Get involved. Look at the links in the description. If you're listening to this on audio, it'll be in the description of the podcast. If you're listening to this on replay or watching on YouTube, it is in the description. Check out Top Shot Beta Coin. Get involved. I haven't seen any other project like this rewarding Top Shot users just for collecting, just for doing what they've already been doing and then being able to collect beta coin. And as we saw last week, the 9 Lives Lounge got a truckload of beta coin and they are giving away a whole bunch of it. So if you are in the 9 Lives Lounge, definitely check that out. There's a lot of beta coin being given away in the 9 Lives Lounge Discord. So we are very thankful to have beta coin sponsoring the show. And that's about it. Stan Loves wants a look in. We'll give him his look in. And that is it, everybody. That is the show. Apparently, there's some pack news coming in. So look out for that. That'll be the new Run It backpack. You'll take a look at the legendaries and the rares and such, and we shall see what changes are made, if any, and we shall see the player list. And that's all I got. So thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. And we will talk again next week, I think. I hope so. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Static Selector.